Welcome to Corsica. Everything looks relaxed in the cafes. But this weekend, the island is being shook by the sound of the 300 brake horsepower cars as the Rallye de France has arrived. Sébastien Loeb was the master of this event last year, winning every stage, but he's not having it all his own way in 2006. He's up against a rejuvenated Marcus Gronholm in the Ford Focus. The honours went to Loeb on the first day. He won 3 stages to Gronholm's 1 and takes a 20-second lead into day 2. But Gronholm will be determined to hit back today.
Today is a different day and different stages. Maybe we can do something.
The fight for third is even tighter. This swap between Ford's Mikko Hirvonen and Alex Bengay in a privately entered Peugeot 307. Bengay eventually prevailing. And by the end of the day, a third man had joined this battle. Differential problems saw Dani Sordo down in 13th place after the first stage, but with that behind him, he made up 8 places to end the day in 5th. Bengay, Hirvonen and Dani Sordo are covered by just over 20 seconds on a leaderboard dominated by cars on BF Goodrich tyres. No Pirellis featuring, so no Subarus. It was another day to forget for that team. Petter Solberg flattened his exhaust in this stage 1 spin, but even with that repaired, he could not get on terms with the front runners.
Not easy for you at the moment, is it?
No, it's too difficult. It's too much things.
Stefan Sarazan is the team's tarmac specialist, but he struggled to get to grips with these roads. And their third driver, Chris Atkinson, was also finding trouble. Corsica is one of the largest islands in the Mediterranean. The rally is based around the city of Ajaccio. Today's 4 stages take place to the north and east of the city. It's springtime in France, but there's still snow on top of the Corsican mountains. So still a bit of a chill around on the stages. Petter Solberg will want to get his Pirelli tyres warmed up as quickly as possible. To add to the Norwegian's woes this weekend, he's been fined €1,410 by the stewards after being reported by the police for not obeying a stop sign on a road section yesterday. And he's only 10th fastest on stage 5. Dani Sordo getting ready to start day 2. His goal, 3rd place. The Spaniard's concentration clear to see as he negotiates the early part of the stage. Mikko Hirvonen next into the stage. A lot is expected of the young Finn this season, but so far his best finish is 7th in Monte Carlo. He needs a good performance in Corsica.
6. Vasen hidas pidä ja oikein tiukka ojo. Paljon soraa, liukas jarru, vasen hidas mene kirraa vähän. Ja lyhyt vasen eri 6.
Alex Bengay's measured driving style is being compared to that of his countryman Sébastien Loeb, but he may need to start taking a few risks to keep Hirvonen and Sordo behind today.
67 Milon, ouvre l'est, droite gauche, 67 Boncourt.
Marcus Gronholm was fast yesterday, but never entirely happy with setup. Overheating brakes and some issues with his tyres took the edge off his performance. He will want everything 100% today.
3. Vasemmalle vasen nopea, kivet sisällä. Ja
No doubting who the headline act in Corsica is this weekend. And here is Loeb at the start. He needs to be very precise through this narrow section, and being precise is one of his many strengths.
Droite gauchis, sur droite gauche frein pour droite 130 000, ouvre et ferme léger, sur gauche 130
Back to the battle for third. Daniel Sordo has already finished and he's fastest so far. And that is what Mikko Hirvonen has to do to stay ahead of the Spaniard.
tosi hidas menee ja kirraa vähän. 2 pitkä oikein, tosi hidas menee. Aukee vähän. 6. Maali, oikein nopea, jarru.
He's quick enough to stay ahead, but Sordo is closing. These stages with their high speeds and many corners are very tough on the brakes. How have Hirvonen stood up?
How are your brakes? Because lots of drivers saying problems out there. The stage is so long, aggressive and abrasive.
I don't know, maybe I'm not going fast enough. We don't have any problems with the car or with the brakes, so no.
Maybe the car's very good.
Yeah, maybe. It is.
Hirvonen's time could still be quick enough to go third in front of Alex Bengay. And there is the target for Bengay to hang on to third. He's slower. Third place goes to Hirvonen, but Bengay does stay in front of Sordo.
Alex, you dropped a place. What happened?
It has been not a good stage for us. We had a lot of understeer and we have lost a lot of time every corner. The car is moving like this every time, and I tried to save my tires, but it wasn't possible.
Marcus Gronholm nearing the end of the stage. Here he goes from a long country section where he's between a cliff face and a big drop, then enters one of the narrow villages that lines the stages, where he threads the car between the houses.
5, eri jatkuvaseri, miinus ahdas. 4, oikein nopea.
But Gronholm is a second slower than Sordo.
5, oikein hidas. Oikein hidas. 6.
Sebastian Loeb will be aware of Gronholm's split times and will know he's been comfortably faster throughout the stage. It doesn't look like the Gronholm fight back will start here. Loeb is fastest on the stage and increases his lead over Gronholm.
D'accord, ok. Donc le voilà qui arrive vers nous. On va essayer de voir.
Sebastian, how was that stage for you?
It was good, but I had a bit softer tires than the other, and it was very good in the start, but in the end it was very difficult. It was moving a lot, so I have to see how they are looking, and we'll see for the next stage. But no, it's okay. We are faster than Marcus, so that's the most important.
Loeb's lead up to 27.7 seconds. The other headlines from that stage are Hirvonen's move up to third, while Daniel Sordo closed to within 4 seconds of Bengay. Can Daniel Sordo continue his march through the field? Bengay and Hirvonen are both in his sights. See you after the break. Marcus Gronholm's still not totally happy with his car. He and co-driver Timo Rautiainen making some adjustments before they tackle stage 6 of the Rallye de France.
Marcus, you weren't very happy at the end of the stage. What's the problem?
I don't know, the car felt very, very lazy, and so we had to change it a little bit from the yesterday, and it was not a good change. So I go back with a setup now to what we had yesterday.
Xavi Pons is all on his own in 6th. Pons was up in 3rd early on day 1, but he has been left behind by the trio in front. And here is one of that trio, Dani Sordo. Second fastest behind Loeb on the previous stage, he seems to have found the rhythm for this event. He is now just over 7 seconds off 3rd place. But between Sordo and 3rd place is Alex Bengay. The 30-year-old Frenchman made his WRC debut on this event back in 1999. He's had success at national level, but is yet to make the breakthrough in the World Championships. This year could change that, but first he needs to try and keep Dani Sordo behind him. That's the time he needs to stay ahead of Sordo at the bottom right of your screen. He's not quick enough. Sordo moves up to 4th. But Sordo will go no higher in this stage. Mikko Hirvonen was fastest on the stage, so he consolidates his 3rd place. Hirvonen on the descent from the Col de Scalella here. The gradient plus the number of corners mean that his brakes will be seeing a lot of use. He will need to watch that they don't overheat. So Hirvonen has broke Loeb's and Gronholm's monopoly of stage wins.
Toista vasen hidas, älä. Ja oikea hidas. Ja vasen nopea, kirraa lopussa kantti. 8.
Loeb only 3rd fastest on this stage, but he was still faster than Gronholm. The reigning world champion will be looking to give himself a good cushion for the final day tomorrow. Loeb's advantage over Gronholm now nearly 30 seconds. Hirvonen is over a minute behind Gronholm, but 3rd is probably his target for this event. But he will have to continue putting in fast times to stay ahead of Sordo, who is 8.8 seconds behind. The car wash on hand at service. Appearance is important, but Marcus Gronholm more concerned about the performance of his car.
Marcus, you can't catch Sebastian now, can you?
It looks very difficult now. And in the morning, I was not really driving very well. It was, I don't know why, and now it seems to be difficult to catch.
You seem to have lost that feeling you had in Spain.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same feeling here. I don't know why it's like that, but it's a different rally, different grip, and different roads. That's the reason.
Sebastian Loeb happier with his car and performance.
It was good at the start of the first, not so good at the end, but okay, it was enough to be a bit faster than Marcus and to increase my lead. So now it's okay. We'll see this afternoon. It's a tricky rally, and we'll have to continue to keep a good rhythm to keep Marcus behind. But okay, at the moment it's looking good.
Dani up to 4th overall now, and the rally's going very well for you.
It's not bad. 2 stages, 2 good times, 2 positions in the boat, and I think it's good. The first stage is very hard for the tires and for the brakes. We don't have brakes in the final of the stage, but in the second stage we repair the brakes and good.
Sarazan is the leading Subaru. He finished 4th here last year, his best WRC result, but he's way off that at the moment, although he is up to 8th now, helped by the retirements of Nicholas Vulios and Jari-Matti Latvala earlier in the day. Manfred Stoll also benefiting from those retirements. He's now 7th. Xavi Pons still 6th, but a nervous moment for him there. Danny Sordo into the stage now. He was 2nd in the JWRC category here last year. He's now fulfilling the promise he showed then. Hevonen has been over 10 seconds down on Sordo through the splits around the middle of the stage. That is enough to hand 3rd place to Sordo. He needs to be faster than 24 minutes, 15.5 seconds to hang on. But he's quick enough. He has responded to those negative splits in the last part of the stage.
Mikko, how was it? Danny pushing you very hard.
Yeah, he's pushing hard, and I'll try as well. But when it's very twisty and narrow, there's nothing I can do. Danny pulled 10 seconds in the start of the stage, and I tried to come. But then, when we got on a bigger road, then I managed to get some time back. So I hope for big wide roads, then we have a chance.
Gronholm appears to have conceded victory to Loeb, so he will be concentrating on keeping 2nd. He will be looking to the next 3 rounds on the gravel of Argentina, Sardinia and Greece to take back the advantage in the Drivers' Championship. But Loeb still needs to finish. All is good on this stage. He's fastest again.
Gauche 130 plus ouvre et ferme 142 frein pour droite 120 poussière.
Loeb's lead keeps creeping up. The attention of the rally world will now be focused on the race for 3rd between 2 of the WRC's hottest prospects, Hevonen and Sordo. They're separated by just 2.2 seconds now. Both will need to be at their best in the final stage of the day. That's coming up after the break. Before the final stage of the day, here is the news on some of the drivers down the field. The Czech Republic's Jan Kopecky is just outside the points in 9th. But Gigi Gali has been closing in on him all day and will go into the final stage less than 7 seconds behind. Petter Solberg has made little ground today. He's currently 11th. Harry Rovanperä celebrates his 40th birthday today, and he looks to be having some fun out there. Francois Duval suffered complete brake failure with around 20 kilometres left of stage 5. That contributed to him dropping to 13th. Chris Atkinson has been unable to make any impact. He's down in 14th. Nicolas Voulios had started the day as one of the three Frenchmen along with Loeb and Bengay in the top 8, but he wouldn't make it to the end of stage 5. Jari-Matti Latvala also started the day in the top 8, but his rally came to an end on stage 6. Matthew Wilson, another to retire in today's morning stages. In fact, this off was less than a kilometre into stage 5.
40. No! Okay. Yeah. Knock that off.
Andreas Eigner, yet another victim of stage 5. The Skoda driver losing a wheel when he collided with a bridge.
2- eng auf Brücke. 80, rechts 2- down Spur.
What was that?
On to the final stage now, and Francois Duval's bad day got worse.
En droite, ça s'enferme tard, tenir. Sur gauche, 70 s'ouvre, 25. Long droite ferme 40 en frein. Sur direct, arrière gauche 30 propre et sale. Arrière gauche 30 propre, sale.
Off the road and retirement. Danny Sordo again attempting to get past Hivenen and end the day third.
Es posible a fondo, para izquierda 8 a fondo, para derecha 8 a fondo, izquierda 5 larga, se cierra poco, 5 larga, se cierra poco, para derecha 7, Fernando, situar, para izquierda 5, sin carril, 5 sin carril, para derecha 6 corta a fondo.
So can Hivenen hold off Sordo to the end of the day? There's his target time.
Ja lyhytvasen täys 6. Oikein tosi hidas menee ja pidä vähän soraa. Ja vasen tosi hidas aukee vähän. Jatkuu vasen K. Mene. 100 ja maali. Hae vasen tosi hidas sisältä.
He's slower. Sordo will end the day third. Sordo was faster than Loeb, but Loeb was again faster than Gronholm.
70 mètres, attention gauche 80 moins long, ouvre long et ferme 130 plus mi-long fond, sur droite à fond, 100 mètres, gauche 130 bon mi-court, sur droite à fond corde gros rail et attention gauche ferme 130 plus corde sale.
Loeb ends the day nearly 40 seconds up on Gronholm. Sordo's advantage over Hivenen, 5.7 seconds. That battle is far from over. Bengay still 5th and Pons 6th.
Danny, another excellent day for you and into a podium place now.
Now is the podium, but tomorrow is 4 stages and difficult. And I think tomorrow Mirko will go fast. And I don't know. For the moment, I am very happy with the car, with everything. Little problem with the brakes, with the tires, but everything's okay.
Sebastian's very strong yet again.
Yeah, he is very strong. Yeah, I can't do anything for the moment.
You seem to have been quite frustrated during this rally compared to Spain.
Yeah, because it's fact, I don't know, sometimes we lose a lot of time and I don't know why. That's the problem.
It's a bit less pressure today. Good drive, no mistake, and 40-second lead now. So no, I'm really happy. It was, I think Marcus was a bit less aggressive today than he was yesterday, and so for me it was a bit easier also.